Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We'll continue the noon, sakin and tanween rules, and now we'll be taking the third rule of them, which is we call it ikhfa. Ikhfa, I prefer we start with the iqlab. The iqlab first. The iqlab, the third rule, is going to be the iqlab. Okay, the iqlab is an Arabic word too, which means changing. So we're going to change a letter to another letter. This is the word iqlab. So it's not enough definition. The applied definition for the word iqlab is changing the noon into meme. Changing the noon sakin and the tanween into meme. And hiding the meme in addition to ghunna. So changing the noon and the tanween into meme, and then hiding the meme in addition to ghunna. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna apply the iqlab. He is gonna tell you that you're gonna change the noon totally to be another letter. We are not gonna pronounce it clearly, we are not gonna merge it, but we're gonna do something new, which is that we're gonna change the noon totally to be meme. Yeah, and this is done only with one letter. So we have only one letter for this rule. It's very simple. So it is only one letter, which is the ba. If you have the letter ba coming after the noon sakin or the tanween, so you're gonna change the noon to be meme. Oh my god. So let's see how it's gonna be like min ba'd. Min ba'd, you have noon and followed by ba, which is the letter of the iqlab. So the noon is going to be changed to be meme. And instead of saying min, it's going to be mim ba'd. That's it? No. There is another step. After changing to meme, you need to hide the meme. So how can I hide the meme? Actually, we need to know first how to show the meme. In order to pronounce the meme clearly, so you are using the upper lip and the lower lip together. Closing them firmly. Yeah. So if you wanna hide the meme, you're gonna leave a space between the lips. Not a big space. The scholar said it's only like passing a paper through the lips. A small space between the lips in order to hide the meme. So if you need to show the meme, you close firmly, but we are not gonna show, we're gonna hide. So we're gonna leave a space between the lips while pronouncing the meme. So instead of saying mim, it's gonna be mim, leaving a space between the lips. Only passing a paper through it. It's not a big space. Mim, and we'll be adding also ghunna in addition to that. Min ba'd. So instead of saying min, it's gonna be mim, changing noon to meme, and then hiding the meme by leaving a space between the lips and adding the ghunna at the same time. Min ba'd. So how about the tanween? If we have tanween and followed by ba, like sami'un basir. Originally it was sami'un, like that, but the noon is going to be changed to be meme. Instead of saying noon, it's going to be meme. So instead of saying sami'un, it's going to be sami'um. And hiding the meme, instead of saying sami'um, we're going to leave a space. It's going to be sami'un, and add in ghunna. Sami'un basir, sami'un basir, like that. So that's all simply the iqlab. It's very simple. We have only one letter coming after the noon and the tanween, which is the ba. If you find this letter, so you're gonna change the noon and the tanween to be meme, and we'll be hiding the meme and adding ghunna. That's all about it. Now we'll be moving to the last rule of the noon rules and the tanween rules, which is gonna be the ikhfa. Ikhfa is also an Arabic word, which means hiding. The linguistic definition is hiding. Yeah. So, is it an enough definition? No. What are we gonna hide now? So we need the applied definition. The applied definition is that we pronounce the noon or the tanween somewhere between the izhar and the idgham, in addition to ghunna. So now he's telling you that you're gonna do something new. You are not gonna show the noon, and at the same time you are not gonna merge the noon. So it is, the ikhfa is somewhere between the izhar, between the izhar and the idgham. It is not izhar, it is not showing the noon. And it is not merging the noon totally into the letter coming after. So it is something in between. So how can I do that? I need here just to hide the noon. The noon is not going to be deleted totally. Still we have some of the noon in our pronunciation. So how can we do that? We have to know first how we pronounce the noon. Okay? You remember we said that the noon, we use two objects to pronounce it. We use the tongue, an. Yes, in addition to the sound which is coming off the nose, the nasal sound. So we have two objects now working to produce the letter noon, the nose and the tongue. So if you want to hide the noon, it means that the noon will be still having the sound part of it, not all of it. We're not going to merge it totally. So we still have part of the noon. So how can I keep part of it? We will be keeping the nasal part. I mean, the gunna will still there. Okay, so what about the tongue? Where's gonna be the tongue now? The tongue is not gonna be on the noon, because if it is on the noon, it's gonna be clear noon, and we need to hide it. But we still wanna keep part of it, so we'll be keeping the nasal part, which is the gunna. So the tongue, where is gonna be the tongue? The tongue is going to be on the letter which is coming after the noon. For example, on the word min qabl. Min qabl. Here the qaf is one of the letters of the ikhfa. So what are we going to do now? We are not going to say min. So we are not going to put the tongue on the noon. Okay? So where are we going to put the tongue? The tongue is going to be on the qaf. It's going to be on the letter which is coming after the noon. Like we put the tongue on the place of the qaf. So maybe you don't know where is the place of the qaf. So you can pronounce it at the beginning. You can pronounce it while clarifying the noon. In order to know where is the qaf. But after you know where's the qaf, you put the tongue directly on the qaf. You don't put it on the noon, because if you put it on the noon, it's not gonna be ikhfa, it's gonna be izhar. So the tongue is not on the noon now. The tongue is on the letter which is coming after the noon. After finishing the gunna time, you press on the letter which is coming after the noon. So after finishing the gunna, and you already on the letter. You are already on the letter which is coming after the noon. So you need just to press on it after finishing the gunna time. من قبل. Yeah. And for the famous reciters, mashallah, you will see that you can predict the letter which is coming after the noon from the gunna sound of it, subhanallah, because they are already on the letter. So the gunna itself is given the sound of the letter which is coming after the noon. So all you need to do now to apply the ikhfa is that you are not gonna put the tongue on the noon, but you put it on the letter coming after the noon and adding gunna at the same time. After the gunna is finished, you press on the letter. So what are the letters of the ikhfa? We took 6 letters for the izhar. Hamzun ha, aynun ha, ghaynun kha. We took also 6 letters for the idgham, collected on the word yarmaloon. Yeah? And we took 1 letter for the iqlab, which is the ba. So we can say that the rest of the letters are for the ikhfa. Oh my God. So you can say that they are most of the letters. Yeah. So we're going to apply the ikhfa many times. That's why you have to know how to apply it. As I told you, the common mistake applying the ikhfa is that the students are showing the noon. They are putting the tongue on the noon. We shouldn't do that. We should put the tongue on the letter coming after the noon, not on the noon. Because if you put the tongue on the noon, so you're going to clarify the noon, you're going to apply the izhar and not the ikhfa. So we took 4 rules for the noon and tanween rules. We took And you remember we said noon sakin. So the noon should be sakin, without movement, should be silent, without vowel. Okay? So we took 4 rules. The izhar, if the noon is followed by hamzun ha, aynun ha, ghaynun kha, so the noon is going to be clear, and there is no need to apply full gunna. It is only the gunna needed to produce the letter. An'amta, an'amta, kufuwan ahad. We took after that the idgham, and we said we have 6 letters collected on the word yarmalun if they are coming after the noon or the tanween. So we're gonna merge the noon and the tanween into them, like may ya'mal instead of man. It's gonna be may, merging the noon into the ya. May ya'mal min rabbik, it's gonna be mir rabbik, mir. So merging the noon into the ra. We said some of them are for the idgham. We have some letters of them applied with gunna, and except for the lam and ra, it's not gonna be with gunna. Then we took now the ikhfa and the iqlab. That's all about. And the iqlab is only 1 letter that we took. It's very simple. We have ba, and if you have ba, so you're gonna change the noon to be mim, hide in the mim and add in gunna. Min ba'd, sami'un basir. For the rest of the letters, it was the last rule we just took now is the ikhfa, and it is pronouncing the noon in between the idgham and the izhar, and this is by putting the tongue on the letter which is coming after the noon, not on the noon. Okay, at the same time we add gunna. After finishing the gunna, we press on the letter coming after the noon. This is applied on the rest of the letters except of the izhar, the idgham and the iqlab, and that is why you have to memorize these letters: the izhar, the idgham, the iqlab letters. Jazakumullah khairan. Hope it's going to be easy for you. Now all we need to do is to search for these rules. Okay, you need to write first the letters, the izhar letters, the idgham letters, the iqlab letters, and the ikhfa letters, and to search for the tanween or noon without vowel followed by these letters on Surah An-Naba, the first surah on chapter 30, and give me examples for each rule, for the izhar, for the idgham, for the iqlab and for the ikhfa. And inshallah we'll be discussing the homework together. Jazakumullahu khairan.